Look at most rivers near Nigerian cities. What should be water looks like a waste dump. Plastic, sewage, industrial discharge. We don't just pollute rivers, we convert them into moving landfills. And eventually, that pollution finds its way back to us. Yes, stay with me. Rivers are the arteries of water systems. They support drinking water supply, agriculture, fisheries, transportation, and ecosystems. Major rivers like the Niger River and the Benue River sustain millions of people. But rivers do something even more important. They recharge groundwater, which means when rivers are polluted, aquifers eventually feel the impact. Surface water and groundwater are connected systems. Let's start with domestic pollution. Across many Nigerian cities and towns, household waste enters drainage systems. Sewage infrastructure is weak or absent. Open dumping near rivers is common. Plastics accumulate in waterways. When rain falls, drainage systems carry waste into rivers. Urban runoff becomes pollution delivery. This is not simply a behavior problem. It is an infrastructure gap. Industrial activity adds another layer. Without proper treatment, industry discharge heavy metals, chemical solvents, oil residues, toxic sludge. In parts of the Niger Delta, oil contamination has affected rivers and creeks for decades. In other regions, textile, food processing, and manufacturing plants discharge wastewater directly into nearby streams. The result, rivers are transformed from living ecosystems into dead-end drains for waste. When pollutants enter rivers, several things happen. Aquatic life declines. Fish populations collapse. Drinking water treatment becomes harder. Toxins accumulate in sediments. Some contaminants persist for years. Others move downstream, which means pollution rarely stays local. It spreads across entire river basins. A river connects communities that may never meet. Polluted rivers translate directly into health risk. Communities using untreated surface water face exposure to cholera, typhoid, dysentery, chemical toxins. Even where water is treated, heavy contamination increases treatment costs, which means polluted rivers eventually show up in hospital bills, higher water tariffs, reduced economic productivity. Pollution is never free. The problem is not the absence of environmental laws. Nigeria has regulations governing effluent discharge and water quality. The real problem is enforcement. Monitoring is weak, inspections are inconsistent, penalties are often weak. When polluting is cheaper than compliance, pollution becomes rational. Environmental law without enforcement is symbolic. Water demand in Nigeria is increasing. Urbanization, industrial expansion. If rivers become too polluted, treatment cost rises dramatically. And some water sources may become unusable, which means pollution today reduces water security tomorrow. Clean rivers are not environmental luxury. They are infrastructure. To protect rivers, policy must move from reaction to prevention. That means stronger monitoring of industrial discharge, mandatory wastewater treatment systems, urban waste management reform, protection of river buffers and wetlands, transparent pollution reporting, real enforcement of the polluter pays principle. Rivers should not be treated as open sewers. They are national assets. And if we allow them to collapse, the cost will not stay in the river. It will reach every household that depends on water. The question here now is simple. Can we start protecting our rivers or wait until water becomes too expensive to clean? Let's meet in the comment section. and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.